Hello, my friends. So I was trying to do stuff via YouTube, via my webcam. Sorry, I have flour on the camera. That's a problem. And I recorded a couple things, but as far as posting, it wouldn't let me necessarily. So this is my um, Okay, so yeah, it wouldn't let me post via YouTube or other platforms for some reason. I have no space on my phone apparently. So this is gonna be my Italian bread cooking tutorial for Facebook Live, I guess. If you're around, stick around. I think it'll like put the video up later. All right. If you are here and you're excited about it, I'm excited about it. I'm going to show you some bread situation. Here we go. So first and foremost, I have, it's hard to see, sorry. In here, I have 1 tablespoon of active yeast and 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. Okay? So I use Morton kosher salt. You can use sea salt. You can use other type of salt. Whatever salt you have around your house. That's fine. I use, for the yeast, I use the Safety Instant yeast. It's pretty cool. You don't have that. If you have the Red Star Active yeast, it'll work the same. That's important. If you have friends that want to learn how to make Italian bread, share this. If you want to send me a tip, feel free to. Venmo is Nisha-McLean. PayPal is, yeah, I don't know. It's not downloading anything. It's really weird. But yeah, so there's the safety yeast. And sorry, apparently my phone storage is extra low. So I'm going to have to go real fast. Real fast. Weird. Okay, so take the yeast and the sugar. Sorry, this is sugar. 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1 tablespoon of yeast. You put it into your mixing bowl. I am using my KitchenAid mixer. And then you need to have 2 cups of hot water. Not so hot that it's going to be crazy. And one of my suggestions is that you utilize a thermometer. That's important. Okay? Because the yeast is happiest between 100 and 110 degrees. That is kind of how yeast likes to live. It likes sugar because that's what it eats. So you're going to do your yeast, your sugar together. And I'm trying to get my temperature of my water up. It'll take a second. Sorry, this is my first one. I'll get better at it as time goes on. I will also clear my phone so that I can actually record videos now. I thought, hey, I'm just going to do this thing. Live broadcasting, apparently you have to also have space on your phone. That's a good thing for other people to know as well. Yeah, say hi, comment, things like that. Okay, my water temperature is getting up. Oh, wow. I'm unable to receive messages. My things are so low. That's insane. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clear some of that into the space. Okay. I'll be back. I'm just getting 2 cups of water. Okay, so I have 2 cups of water. And I'm reading the temperature, just making sure. I err on the side of caution. I do about 100 to 105. That's kind of the happiest that the yeast is. So mine is at about 100 right now, so that's fine. Pouring that mixture into the yeast. So then you can see it. It's all happy. It's already starting to do its yeast process. It's becoming happy yeast. Happy yeast is good yeast. Okay, so it kind of does like little explosions. And since the instant yeast works the best for this, because it's like, it's going to say, okay, yay, I'm going to do happy explosions. So then you let that sit for about 5 minutes. I am not going to let it sit for 5 minutes because I already have a nice happy dough ball that I'll show you all kitchen magic style already. So I have measured out 5.5 cups of all-purpose flour. 5.5 cups of all-purpose flour. To that, I will add my salt. Sorry about that, my friends. I had to delete some apps off my phone because, yay. Alright, so as I was saying, I am putting into my 5.5 cups of flour, I'm adding 1.5 teaspoons of the kosher salt, okay? Okay, sounds good. Alright, so since I've had a little bit of time between my yeast happening and then proofing it, we have happy yeast. Let me see if I can get closer with the light so you can see. Okay, so we have very happy, very active yeast that I'm going to add. I'm going to go ahead and add my my flour mixture to it. So that's the 5.5 cups of flour with the 1.5 teaspoons of salt. In the bowl, remember we have the 2 cups of about 102 degree water. And then we also have a tablespoon of active instant yeast and a tablespoon of white sugar. Okay? So we're going to add that all together. And this can be vegan if you need it to be. You just will use about a tablespoon, I have some butter, a tablespoon of melted butter. And you can do melted vegan butter or melted regular butter. I'm going to add that to my dough. Here we go. Alright. Now, I'm just going to turn on my mixer. Sorry, it's loud. Taking the phone off. I don't know how to, oh, hey, I figured out how to turn my camera. Okay, so we're going to watch it mix, and it's going to be a churn mess for a second, so you're going to mix it on low because you don't want that flour to go everywhere, right? You're not trying to have the flour go everywhere. And then you're going to slowly kind of make it happen a little bit more. And it's going to be a churn mess for a while, okay? Don't worry. Don't freak out thinking, oh my god, my bread's dry. I've freaked out. Everything's the worst. You know, it's not the worst. You just gotta let it go because we're going for gluten development right now. It's a little loud, but it's worth it, right? So gluten development is starting to happen. You can see my KitchenAid's doing a little bit of a kick. It's giving some give. And then as it comes together more, you're gonna turn it up. Sorry for the loudness. That is how bread happens. And it's fitted with a dough hook. And what happens is the dough hook is going to be kneading my bread for me. If you don't have a KitchenAid at all, and you're just kind of kneading by hand, you're going to develop some muscles. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. If you're kneading by hand, you're going to develop mad muscles because it takes even the KitchenAid a while to get the proper amount of gluten development happening. Okay? Alright. So then we're going to keep it going. You see how it's starting to form a really nice soft ball? Yay! I'm really excited. Thank you for tuning in. I couldn't figure out how to do this via any other platform right now, so I did a Facebook Live. Alright, so I'm going to stop it for a second. And you can see how the gluten is developed in the bread really nicely. You see that strains that is happening. That's a good sign. I do want to knead it just ever so slightly more. Just ever so slightly more. because why not? And then basically once the dough is like a nice soft ball, like that's really nice looking, then you're going to take it, and this is where the kitchen magic happens because I already have a dough ball that's been proofing for a bit. You're going to take your dough ball and you're going to put it in a greased, yes I said greased, bowl. Whatever bowl you have that you can grease, and you put your dough ball in there and you hang out. This one's been proofing for about 10 minutes so far. My oven was on because I was already cooking something else, but yours might not be, which is fine. So you're going to take that, you're going to let that rise for about an hour until it's double in size. Once it's doubled in size, then I will come back on live once mine is doubled in size, and I will show you how I have made it into a loaf of bread. Okay. Well, thank you so much for tuning into my live. I will come back again later and show you how to shape your loaf. Thank you. Bye.